Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving back into the makeup collection to continue the Declutter series, and we are decluttering face palettes. I absolutely love face palettes. It makes it so easy when I'm traveling because I can grab one or two of them. They usually have a bronzer, blush, highlighter, all the things that I need, and it doesn't take up as much space as individually packed items. But you guys, my drawer is overflowing to the point that not every item fits in there, and we need to make some room. Now, you guys, I do ask that you not request any of my used items, as I don't feel comfortable sending them to you, not used items at least. But I do have a couple friends that are willing to take them off my hands, as well as some items are completely expired and have no reason to stay in the collection and will end up in the rubbish bin. There is also a playlist if you love declutters and you want to see what other declutter videos I have on my channel. That playlist is in the drop down. Videos starting back in 2019 when I started decluttering my series for you guys. Some videos are 15 to 30 minutes long, some are over 2 hours. It just depends on what you're looking for. Every year I've done a declutter just because we need to make room and some things are expired and have no reason to stick around. Now you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see what's in the collection, what's staying, what's going, just keep watching. You guys, we are on to face palettes. These ones on top do not fit in the drawer, so we need to make some decisions. Like this first one right here, this is the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton. Look how bulky this is. This is kind of like a display piece. Don't really have a lot of like displays set up, but what's crazy is how bulky this is. There's only 4 shades in here. You have 3 blushes and a highlighter. They're baked, very pretty. I haven't figured out a way to like depan them out of this container because just the container itself is ginormous just for the shades. And I do like Pat McGrath, very gorgeous shades, but I cannot, I'm having a hard time justifying keeping this packaging knowing that I really don't have a place for it. And I forget to use it because it's not in the drawers. But I'm not sure. I want to keep it, but I want to get rid of it. I've got to figure it out as far as like depotting the shades without breaking them because they're baked. This one is the Ciate London Blush and Highlighter Palette Cherry Bomb. This was in a subscription box. Super cute. Love the shades. Love the highlighters. Let's see. And even like this one looks like it's gray, but it's actually like a different, it's not necessarily like a grayish shade. It's kind of got some pinkish hues to it. Really pretty. So I'm going to keep this. I just received this in a subscription box not too long ago, so keeping it for now. Lunar Beauty Moonshroom. I think this is just a highlighter palette. Yeah, this should not be a face palette drawer. This should be in the highlighter drawer. These are absolutely stunning. It is going to stay in the collection. Look at those shades. Absolutely gorgeous. Gonna keep this palette as well. How beautiful. But that should also be in the highlighter drawer. This one from Marc Jacobs is the Tantalize Glow. Just had this conversation when I did the second highlighter drawer. Marc Jacobs is no longer a beauty brand. Waiting for them to come back. Haven't seen it. This is a blush, bronzer, and highlighter. I used this the other day. Highlighter is absolutely stunning. Blush is cute. Bronzer, too pale. As much as I want to keep this, I think I'm going to pass this on. Yeah, I'm sure I have a friend that wants this. So gonna pass this on to a friend. This one from Florisis. I'm gonna hold on to this because I know that I have another face palette from Florisis. I don't know where it's at, and I think they're the same shade. So we'll come back to this one. From Amy Loves, this was Adept Cosmetics. Gorgeous packaging. And then this is 2 blushes, 2 highlighters, absolutely gorgeous shades. Those are so mesmerizing. Beautiful. I am going to keep this. I do love Adept Cosmetics. I haven't had a lot of opportunity to play in the blushes like I would like, so I'm going to keep this for now. I didn't take it with me when I went to my deployment, so I haven't had a chance, but we're going to keep it for now. Duality. This was, I think this is this also Adept? I can't remember. It is Adept. It's right here on the mirror. So this one has 3 blushes. One is ombre, and then these could be highlighters, blushes. You could use them as shimmer eyeshadows. Really gorgeous, very versatile. Can do a lot of things with it just for it being 6 shades. So this one I am going to keep as well. Okay, Beauty Bakery Lemon Bar Face Palette. Actually. Okay, the Beauty Bakery Lemon Bar Face Palette. So this one, the highlighter is not my favorite shade. The bronzers are really nice. I just don't reach in this drawer just for a palette like this. I don't think I'm going to keep this in the collection. I think I'm going to pass this on to a friend. Wow, there's a lot of Hourglass palettes. We'll come back to those. All right, Sigma. There's lots of Sigma in here too. Oh shoot, a ton actually. All right, so we'll start out with Disney Beauty and the Beast. So this one, I love the little like covers, but you've got 2 blushes, a highlighter. The highlighter is absolutely stunning. I do like the blushes. Very beautiful gold shade. I do like my face palettes for travel because it means I can cut down on what I take with me. So this one I am going to keep. The Alice in Wonderland from Sigma, really pretty. I don't know that I need to keep this one. As much as I love Alice in Wonderland, the highlighter is okay. The blush is a little bit more of a cool tone than I would normally keep. I think when it comes to eyeshadows, I'll probably keep the eyeshadow palette, but for this one, I think I'm going to pass it on. It hurts my heart because I love Alice in Wonderland. I do have a whole sleeve of Alice, but it's not something that I want to keep in my collection. The Cinderella from Sigma. This one, I like the blush more and I like the highlighter, which is why I will keep this one and get rid of Alice. So Cinderella's gonna stay. Okay, we have the Ofra Bienvenidos. I'm really bad at this. Bienvenidos en Miami. This is the mini mix face palette. So this one has 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, 2 highlighters. Really love the highlighters and bronzers, and then this blush shade. The shade Vice is probably not my favorite, but I haven't had a chance to play around with it too much, and I do like these bronzers. The other thing that I like about this palette is I can take these out and put it into one of my Z pans, one of my magnetic cases, and keep it that way. So for right now, I'm going to keep the palette. I will probably actually remove it from the palette and make more room, but I have a couple of those magnetic easy fill pans that I've picked up from like Amazon over the years. So for now, I'm going to keep the palette, but it will get depanned. Full Fantasy Blush, Lunar Beauty, and Laura Lee. This was a collaboration between Laura Lee and Manny MUA, his brand Lunar Beauty. This is a gorgeous face palette. So you have 4 shades of blush. This one's actually kind of a bronzer for me, and 2 highlighters. Absolutely stunning, very gorgeous. I will end up keeping this. They're so buttery smooth. Look at these highlighters, gorgeous. So I do love this collaboration with them. Laura Lee did just announce that I think she's disbanding her brand, but Lunar Beauty is still going strong on releasing products. So I am going to keep this palette. Really love the blushes and the highlighters. This one is Bobbi Brown. This was a holiday release 2 years ago. It's a lot of packaging for 3 things. Blush, bronzer, highlight, really gorgeous, kind of hard panned. I do like this and I do like the packaging of it. I'm going to keep it. The highlighter is absolutely gorgeous. And I do like the blush on here, so I'm gonna keep this one for now. It would be also a really nice display piece. This one from MAC. This reminds me of the Amy Loves palette with all the glitter. So this one is predominantly, okay, no. This one is 2 blushes, 2 highlighters. Blushes are really pretty, kind of a like NARS Orgasm vibe with this one, but it's a little bit more peachy than pinky. And then with the highlighters, you have these beautiful shades as well. So I am going to keep this one from MAC. Okay, this one from Kylie. This one's the Candy Cane blush in the highlighter. Really pretty, old formulation. The blush is really pretty. The highlighter, remember, it does feel a little bit like gritty and powdery. I am going to get rid of this. I've had it in my collection for a while. She does have a new formulation, so going to pass this on. Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo. I absolutely love this little thing. So this is a cream to powder formulation for the blush, and then the highlighter. Love, love, love her products. You'll probably not see me get rid of a lot of her stuff because I absolutely enjoy everything that I have from her. Very beautiful. Gonna keep this one. I also love how tiny it is so that I can travel with it. This one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Hollywood Blush and Glow and Glide palette. So you've got blush and highlighter. Really like this duo as well. The highlighter is absolutely stunning. Beautiful. It has kind of like the pinky undertones. Love this. Keeping. Natasha Denona Berry Pop Cheek Trio Blush and Highlighter Palette. I actually just used this last week. Really like this. So you've got the powder formulation, you've got cream, and then you've got the beautiful highlighter. Absolutely stunning. Very beautiful on the cheeks. So you can do the powder and then you can do the cream on top, then just kiss it with the highlighter. Very gorgeous trio. So keeping this one. We have more Natasha. We might as well pull these out as well. Oh shoot, there's more. All right, so we have the Natasha Denona Cupid Cheek Duo. This is cream blush and highlighter. Very gorgeous. Cream blush, highlight, Absolutely love this little duo. Actually, let's start comparing because as much as I want to keep all of them. Okay, so this one is the Love Cheek Duo. Okay, so they're different shades of blush and highlighter. And then I've also got the Alloy Cheek Duo. This is Bronze and Glow. So I don't have another bronzer. She did just release the liquid or cream bronzer that I need to pick up. All right, keeping this one for sure. Let's compare to the Berry Pop. Okay, they're all different shades. I didn't help myself. They're all gonna stay. And this one with the Love Cheek Duo, I love that it's got the hearts and glitter and everything that moves around. Very gorgeous packaging. This one from Patrick Ta. This is for the face. Also a holiday release, I wanna say 2 years ago now, the Major Holiday Face Palette, really gorgeous. So you have the individual cream and powder blushes. This is actually a duo of that. So you got the lighter shades, the deeper shades. I had to compare this to the Barbie because I was like, oh shoot, are they the same shades? They're not. They have different undertones. And then this shade is different than the powder in the Barbie. So that's why I'm keeping this, as well as you've got the glitter pop toppers. Absolutely stunning. Gonna keep this entire thing. Look at the packaging, gorgeous, but I hate all the fingerprints. CoverGirl Chocoholic Contour Palette. I keep keeping this one and not decluttering it, but then I don't reach for it. I need to. Bronzer, 2 highlights, really gorgeous. Part of me is like, oh, just let it be free. And then I swatch them and the shades are still buttery smooth. Let's see. Bronzer is still a good shade. Why do I not reach for this? I need to make sure that it stays on my table so I actually utilize it. I'm gonna use this and see, and if I decide I don't like it, then I'll declutter it, but for right now it's staying. Okay, so we have the Dior. This one is the Rouge Blush Color and Glow. So it's got blush and highlighter. Just picked this up while I was gone. Really beautiful. Love the blush shade and the highlighter. Absolutely stunning. Love to travel with this. So gonna keep that one. Urban Decay Naked Cherry. This is the highlight and blush. I wanna keep this. I absolutely love the colors, but I've had it for a while and I don't reach for it. It's in the same line as the CoverGirl Chocoholic, but this one I am gonna get rid of. From Jacqueline, this is the Winter Sun. I don't remember what's in here. Ooh, blush and 2 highlighters. Gonna keep them. The highlighters are gorgeous. Blush is definitely one of those peachy tones that I keep. Definitely one of my favorite shades, so keeping this. From MAC, this is one of their holiday releases. I can't read anything on this sticker. This one's in Fair. As much as I want to keep this, I think I'm going to get rid of it. It is gorgeous. Look at that shade. Absolutely stunning. Blush is gorgeous. Love the bronzer, but I'm gonna get rid of it. All right, these 3 are from Ofra. So I have the Madison Miller one. So I've got 2 highlighters and a blush. We have Sitting Pretty. So you got 2 blushes and a deeper bronzer. The blushes I might keep, but not the highlighter. I think I just said bronzer. And then this one is the Midi Palette Face It Light. So this one, oh, okay. So I've got contour, bronzer, blush, highlighters. And the highlight in this one is Soho, which, hold on, hold my coffee just a second. Someone needs to wake me up. There's another Ofra palette down here. This is the On the Glow palette, you guys. So I have the Rodeo Drive, I have the bronzer, which means I can get rid of that. I don't need to keep the contour necessarily. This triangle is really pretty because you got the bronzer, blush, and highlight. You got the Blissful highlighter, Egyptian clay bronzer, and then the Beverly Hills highlighter, which this one you can mix all the shades. So crap. I kind of want to keep the blushes and get rid of that highlighter. And then this highlighter is Star Island, which I think I kept in another palette or another highlight. I can't remember. I'm gonna get rid of this one, which is the Midi Palette Face It Light, which is bronzer, contour, highlight. That one's gone. I wanna keep the blushes and get rid of the highlighter, but I'm gonna get rid of the whole thing because I know there's a friend out there that would take this. This is the Sitting Pretty. I'm gonna keep this entire palette because I have bronzer, I have my little triangle, and I've got a couple different highlighters that I really enjoy from Ofra. And then, which highlighters are these? I don't know. There's no names. I think I have similar highlighters from Ofra in my highlighter drawer, so I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. That was easy. Okay, we have this one from Glamlight. This was the like s'mores one. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I just kept another Glamlight Hershey's that has these similar, and I don't think I need to keep the bronzer. And I just kept the CoverGirl Chocoholic, so this one I'm gonna pass on. Bridgerton and Pat McGrath. don't remember what's in here. All right, so 2 blushes, highlighter. Ooh, and the highlighter is one of my faves. Gorgeous. Gonna keep this one. Ooh, yes. All right, on to NARS. This one is the Summer Unrated Blush and Bronzer Duo. That is a lot. But I wanna say is this Orgasm in a deeper shade? It's the Orgasm X. So I have the regular Orgasm. This one is deeper. So I'm probably definitely keeping this one. This is the NARS Orgasm. This is a 4-pan. Oh wait, this one has Orgasm X and Orgasm, and then Orgasm Rush and Swinger. Shoot, wait, what? No, that's Orgasm. That is not Orgasm X, because these aren't even the same shades. Like, what is going on here? Because this one's Orgasm Rush, which is underneath Orgasm. This is supposed to be Orgasm X. And then this is the highlighter Swinger. These aren't even the same shades of blush, but they say they are. What? Who is branding their products? I'm keeping this one, Summer Unrated. I'm gonna keep this one. I really like their blushes. Shoot, I've got more right here. These are all NARS, dang it. Okay, so this one is All That Glitters. You have, none of these shades are in the other palettes. Yes, that shade is in this one. I swear it is. They literally look the same. Nope, similar, but this one's more metallic. So this one's more metallic and this one's a little bit more subdued matte. What the heck is going on here? Okay, well, then we have this one, which is Hot Tryst. This is one of my favorites. I love these shades. So this is gonna be really hard but they're really actually all different. And then I have the Free Lover palette. And this one doesn't have any of the other shades either. Oh, you guys, does someone have an issue with blush? I'm raising my hand. It's me. I have issues. Someone's gonna be really mad that I'm not getting rid of any of these palettes. But I'm also mad that some of these shades are very similar, and then 2 of them are named the same, but don't even look anything alike. That's just me though. Anyone else feel that way? All right, I'm keeping these. All of them. I'm sure there's gonna be hate. Sorry, not sorry. All right, we have Cover FX. This is the Perfector Face Palette, light medium. Okay, so this one, I think, okay, so contour, 2 highlighters, blush, finishing powder, and brightener. Really like this palette. I hate that Cover FX. I don't think it's a brand anymore. I have not seen it around in a long time. Do like this palette. I have traveled with it quite a bit. Even though I've used it a lot, it doesn't look like I have, but I am gonna keep this for right now. The finishing powder, my thing is, why is there a sheen in there? Why is there glitter particles? Can you see them? That one's weird to me, but I do like this face palette, especially for travel. Ooh, Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Face Essentials palette. It has both blush and bronzer contour shades. Really like this. Picked it up before I left. Love how they blend. There are some shades that I haven't necessarily used and I definitely need to reach into them. It does get a lot of love. Can you see how messy it is? But I do like it. So keeping that one. Okay, these 3, these are all ColourPop. I don't know why I'm looking at the bottom of the palette like I'm gonna be able to see what it is. So these are not magnetized in there. So this is Opening Act Bronzer from ColourPop. This is a blush. This is I Need Space. And then this one is Main Attraction. I'm gonna keep all of these. They're also like not in a actual palette, so I wouldn't necessarily be able to get rid of them. I do have a magnetized palette and I do have magnets that I could put them in, but I could also fill the space with smaller shades that I pop out of other palettes. So keeping, as awkward and weird as this looks right now. All right, Kylie. This one I got a lot of love out of. This is just regular pressed powder face palette. So you've got Ice Me Out, Cheers Darling, Baddie on the Block, and Toasty. This has gotten lots and lots of love. Old formulation, love the highlighters, love the blush, love the bronzer. Can you tell how much I used? I am gonna get rid of it. I haven't reached for it in a while. I do have other palettes that I absolutely love. I did love this one. I just don't need to keep it right now. All right, I have these 2 from Benefit. So this was the original blush bar that I bought. This was all blushes and then Hoola, the cult favorite bronzer from Benefit. This was before they brought in a deeper shade and a lighter shade. I think are there 3 shades of Hoola now? But gotten lots and lots of love. Gold Rush is one of my favorites. Love Rocketeer. Rocketeur. And then in this one, so this is the Cheek Leaders Pink Squad. So when they released this one, they released a second one with it. Had different shades, different highlighters. So some for deeper tones. So this one has Tickle, whereas I have the individual cookie highlighter because the other palette had the cookie highlighter in it, but I didn't like the blush shades as much. So then you got the original Hula, you've got Dallas, which is technically a blush, but I also use it as a bronzer sometimes. And then these two are blushes. The nice thing I like about this, okay, actually, no. So I already have Hula in this one, except for Gold Rush and Rockateur. I have all the shades. So this is the updated. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I'm going to get rid of this one, and then because they have smaller containers of these now, I can look for Gold Rush and Rockateur as individual blushes and get rid of this one from the original blush bar. That hurts my heart. I didn't think I was decluttering this, but let's be realistic. This literally has all the shades minus 2 that I want to keep. Could I depot and no, keeping cheek leaders, get rid of blush bar, and I'll find Gold Rush. True Luscious Lucky Glow Bronze and Highlight Palette. I think this was a subscription box item. I like the blush, the 2 bronzers, 3 highlighters. Absolutely love this palette. I am going to keep it. We have the Tartist Pro Glow. So I do like that it has the 2 sides that open up. So if I only want to use one side, I can open this up. If I want to use the other side, I can open this up. But I have a cream bronze, which I haven't used. I got this way before I used cream bronzer products. So I do need to dive into that. I do like the contour shade, and then the highlights are really gorgeous. So this is going to stay in the collection as well. All right, we have lots of these. Okay, we have Natasha Denona also. This is the My Dream Cheek Trio Blush and Highlighter Palette. Really like this one. So this is kind of like a cool tone mauve shade. You have the cream blush and the powder, or cream highlight and the powder highlighter. Gonna keep this, really like it. I also like the soft matte of the packaging. It is really gorgeous. We'll get to all the Hourglass here in a minute. Okay, this is Complex Culture. They're no longer a brand. They disbanded 2 years ago. Shoot, has it been 3? This is their Baked. So this is In the Moment Baked Highlighter and Bronzer Quad. Absolutely love this. I mix these 2 shades together a lot. These are very buttery smooth. Obviously can't replace this. So I am gonna keep it in my collection. It has gotten a lot of use, a lot of love. I don't know if you can see the divots and how much has been used out of these pans, but gonna use it till it's gone. Ooh, so we've got Becca. This was the Best Friends palette from Chloe and Malika. All right, so you've got Baked Bronzer, Highlighter, 2 blushes. Absolutely love these shades. Really gorgeous on the skin. Just kind of that glow from within with the blushes. So gonna keep this. Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, there's 3 of them. All right, so this is the Beautifying Face Palette. I love the packaging. Love, love, love. All right, so you've got 2 blushes, 2 highlighters. Let's compare. You have the Nudegasm Face Palette. So, oh, and I've hit pan on literally everything in here. Can you tell how much I love this? This isn't leaving because I just need to finish it off and use it. Love these shades, love the highlighter, love the blush, absolutely gorgeous. So no comparison, just keeping. And then this one is the Glowgasm Face Palette. We have bronzer, highlighter, 2 blushes, not even the same. Very, this is darker than the other palette. So gonna keep all 3 of these. I love these. They're great to travel with. Okay, you guys, we are now on to the Hourglass palettes. And Hourglass has just announced the next set of palettes to be released for the holidays. Do I need to buy any more? Probably not. Do I think I'm gonna pick one up? At least one. Probably. All right, the most recent one that I picked up, this one has the dragons. This was their last release for Christmas, and this has different shades. A bunch of these were new. I think it's just this one that was reused because it's the, finishing powder and soft light, which you're gonna find the finishing powders. These shades are gonna be in pretty much every palette. All right, so then we have ambient. So this is elephant. And when I compared these the last time I did videos, none of these shades were the same in any of my palettes. I was just kind of like, how did that work out? But also recently, you could pick out what you wanted on your container and then fill it with the color story that you wanted. So if you needed the deeper tones, you got the deeper tones inside the elephant palette. And that's just been a recent thing where you could pick out the color story that went inside of your tin. All right, so this is the Jaguar. Okay, see, and these are all deeper shades as well. Okay, I'm gonna try and compare all these. And then Owl. So Owl has some of the lighter tones. Still not the same shades in any of these palettes yet. Oh my goodness. This is excessive, guys. I know it is. This is the Universe palette. This one had 4 shades and then like a setting powder. Like, so here's soft focus, or these two are the same shades for the like under eye powder. Bronzers, like even then when I compared the bronzers and everything, they were all different as well. So this one is a little bit lighter. This one's a little bit deeper, warmer. That one's got all the marbling effect in it. This one is the volume 4. This one got a lot of use, especially this shade right here. And then the highlighter, this one was okay. It wasn't like my favorite. It wasn't the most beaming of the highlights, whereas these two right here are a little bit deeper and I really enjoy them. I'm running out of room, you guys. Okay, so we've got those 6. I have 4 more in my lap. So this one is Sculpt and Set. So this one is all bronzers, highlight, and the soft focus setting powders. Well, I need all the contours, obviously. Sculpture. Okay, so same, nope, doesn't have the same blush in all of. This one's a similar to this blush. Oh boy, you guys. Now I have the Ghost palette. Oh, and these are all the lighter tones. Oh my goodness. This is obnoxious. I'm limiting myself to only one. Like, I'm not allowed to buy multiples at a time anymore when it comes to these palettes. Unless Hourglass wants to send them to me so I can compare, this is obnoxious. And then the last one, this is Blush and Glow. And I think this was my first one that I ever bought from them. I can't remember. Actually, no, I think, which one? I think this one's my first one because it got used the most right here. Okay, this is obnoxious. As much as I'm like, oh, I should probably get rid of some of these, I'm looking at them and they all have different tones. This one has 2 highlighters in it. Very gorgeous. Really love them. I do travel with these palettes a lot. We'll probably travel with one of these in October when I go to Paris to meet up with Emily again. As much as someone's gonna get really annoyed that I'm not getting rid of a single Hourglass palette, they're staying. They're also expensive and I paid for every single one of these. This is like my holiday splurge, especially if this one's all contour. You guys, I said I would come back and revisit Floris's. I can't find the other face palette that I have from them. I don't think I got rid of it. I don't think I gave it to anybody. It's just missing. So for that, it means I'm keeping this one until I find the other one. This is the Eastern Beast Sculpting Makeup Palette. Really loved collaborating with them with this. They sent me a bunch of items from their collection. Tried out their skin tint, face palette, highlighters, powders, blushes. Love it. So this one I am going to keep. I love all of the designs and artwork. Highlighter, bronzer, blush, and setting powder. Really enjoy. Actually really cute. And then, so a lot of times they have the same like color stories in different variations, but they update the packaging based off the collection that they release. So I'm going to keep this one. Now before we jump into putting them back in, we're going to count what I got rid of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 face palettes. I honestly wasn't sure if I'd get rid of anything. 12 is a lot for me. And even then, looking at the ones that I got rid of, I was like, ooh. Like the Marc Jacobs, I'm kind of like, ooh, should I keep this one? I did just use it though. And as much as I like the blush and highlighter, the bronzer was too light. So I'm sure I have a friend that will take this off my hands. It hurts my heart. But I kept 2 Marc Jacobs highlighters, so I'm gonna get rid of it. So 12. Got rid of 12, you guys. Okay, you guys, we're gonna put these back in here. I haven't done this with other drawers only because there were more items, but I already have an idea of how all of these are gonna go. So Hourglass is usually right here in the left, and then the chromatic ones are usually in the front, and then the animal ones are in the back. Okay. Charlotte Tilbury's are back here. I have Complex Culture. I don't know if these 3 are gonna fit. Oh shoot, they do. That's awesome. Oh, and then Becca, I don't know. No, both of those are not gonna fit. And this just like is aesthetically pleasing to me. Okay, these are all the Natasha Denona ones. And I'm not sure where they're gonna go yet. Plus that one. This one I'm not going to put in here yet because I think I'm going to break it down. Or do I really need to keep this? No, I'm going to pass this on. As much as I want to keep this. Okay, we got rid of 13. Okay, let's see. So my problem with these palettes is if I lay them flat, then I can't see anything. But since they can stand upright, it makes it easier for me to grab them. And I can go, oh, I just want to like grab this one out real quick. Same thing with these. Just got to figure out where to lay them. So we can go back here. Almost too high, but as much as I want to keep these, I feel like I have a friend that's going to take them off my hands. So we're at 14, you guys. Okay, and then I have these 2 tiny NARS ones. Oh, they can stand up too. Oh, I love that. Nope, that's good for now. You guys, it's not perfect. It's not absolutely perfect. There's definitely some things that I'm like, ooh, I wish this fit differently. You saw like this area is just kind of like a hodgepodge of things that they fit and have the like right about like best bulk to keep things from sliding around. Like these little like half pallets. Granted, I did not have as much room here as I did before. Like it was overflowing. So I think I did good decluttering. So we have Complex Culture, we have the Hourglass palettes, NARS, and Bobbi Brown. We have MAC, as well as the Charlotte Tilbury and Becca palettes all the way here in the back. I have my Sigma, Pat McGrath, my CoverGirl Chocolicious. Maybe I'll actually play around with this now that I see it sitting there. Florasis, Dior, some Sigma, more NARS, Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury right here, Lunar Beauty, Benefit, Ofra, and then my Ciate London, my Moonstrom from Lunar Beauty, Cover FX, and Tarte. Yes, I think that's all of it. Oh, and Adept Cosmetics is back here at the bottom. I can see things much better. I will probably get into this drawer much more often now that it doesn't give me anxiety when I open this. But you guys, we did good. We got rid of 14 palettes. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, and I do still have the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton. I'm just gonna figure out where I can display this until I can figure out how to depot them without breaking the baked blushes. But you guys, that's where we're at with the palette drawer. Okay, you guys, decluttering is not my favorite thing to do. It's just something that I know I need to do. And it makes it hard because not everything I receive is sent to me for free. I don't get a lot of PR. I get some, not a lot. So a lot of the items that are in my collection, I've purchased myself. I pick them up because I want to try them out, review them. Some things intrigue me, some things are like confusing, but I love to take that opportunity and share those items with you. So I've accumulated more things than I probably need and more than any one person should have. But gotta be honest with myself, make room, pass it on, get rid of it if it needs to be. Now, for the face palettes, started out with 63. And this number is not gonna seem like it's a lot, and we can agree to disagree. I got rid of 14 face palettes. That might not seem like a lot to some people, but like I said, I've purchased most of these things myself or received them in subscription boxes, and very few times do I receive them in PR. But for me, a declutter means that I'm getting rid of things that either no longer bring me joy, I don't like the colors anymore, maybe they're not the right shade, or I think that I have a friend that would enjoy them more than I would because I'm not always reaching for a face palette. It just depends on the mood and what I decide I want to try out. Now you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.